Welcome to another Rolled in Reacts episode. This customer came in because they had a leaking exhaust and tried fixing it themselves with some JB weld, but came into the shop 2 days later because the weld wasn't welding. And the owner of this truck just installed a new battery, but now complains about his starter sounding kinda lazy. And this customer had changed the oil by themselves and overfilled the engine by 6 quarts. This was taken after the mechanic drained the engine of the overfill and filled it with the proper amount. And this customer stated that they had an oil leak on the passenger side at the rear of the vehicle. This customer told the shop that their car was supposedly vandalized and asked for an estimate to repair it. And this car just rolled in with a custom body kit that was held up with lots of duct tape, bolts, and plenty of hopes and dreams.
Came in today saying that their glove box opens up too violently.
And this customer had just changed the oil but couldn't get the drain plug to tighten. And this customer stated that they had heard this sound for the past 2 weeks before finally decided to come into the shop. And this customer had jump started their car but had done it backwards. And this customer states was pulling out of the driveway when the car suddenly stopped moving. And this truck came in for a simple oil change, but the owner got upset when the mechanic suggested that they should probably change their tires too. And this customer had just bought this car from an auction and brought it in for an exhaust leak, but the mechanic ended up finding a little bit more than that. This customer came into the shop stating a transmission leak, and this is what the technician found. And this customer decided to go off-roading a little bit with their car and was now wondering why it was overheating all of a sudden. No damage was done to the radiator, and once all the dirt was gone, it fixed the heating issue. Customer states, my tires are flat on one side only and I don't really know why. I just went through a parking garage and hit these weird looking bumps. And this truck came in for an alignment after the owner had installed a liftgate on it by themselves.
Probably fine.
And this mechanic was heating up a seized pinched bolt. When he was loosening the bolt joint exploded. Luckily, no one was hurt. And this customer had just bought a headlight kit and installed it all by themselves, but now has an issue with their wipers turning on every time they turn on high beams. Customer states, front window will not roll down. This customer came in because they stated that their fuel tanks seemed to be leaking after they had been parked on the street for a week. This car had the wrong brake rotor on the driver's side. The mechanic happened to notice this when the customer came in to swap wheels. And this customer complained about the rear of the car wiggling anytime they hit a bump. The technician found the rear crossmember to be rusted out and also the sway bar bracket pierced a hole in the gas tank. And this customer was complaining that their engine was making a funny noise. They had told the technician that he does all the oil changes himself and only uses oil additives. And this is what the technician saw when he removed the oil pan. And sometimes all you need is just a little quick fix. This customer managed to drive 9 miles to the shop on this wheel. He somehow got there in one piece and got a new wheel installed. This car came in with a fuel leak, and the technician found a missing O-ring for the fuel pump, and the lock ring was also loose.
Get a little hot.
Customer states, noise coming from the engine. And this customer had issues with their AC not working properly.
Well, that was easy.
This customer drove in with this pretty new tire despite having road assistance that they could have used. This shaft came off of a truck where the customer complained about slight vibration. This customer came in because of their alarm going off randomly, but no complaints about the rear differential making any noise whatsoever. And this customer complained that they had to keep adding water to their tractor because it keeps disappearing without leaking down on the ground. This is taken with the oil pan removed, and the mechanic found the issue to be 2 freeze plugs under the valve train that were totally rusted. Customer states that they're hearing a strange noise while driving at high speeds. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and until next time.